Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's the Christian and Daniel Show.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christian.
And I'm Daniel.
And this is the Christian
and Daniel Show.
And as you can see, you might notice that it's just me you can see.
Oh, is it really? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just can't see you. It's just a black square rectangle with your name.
Well, we'll keep talking while I get this back.
Yes, well, I'm doing well. We've had a few weeks off or a month off. We've had it feels like a lot longer than it was. But anytime we take time away from the show, it's always kind of difficult and it's always challenging. But we've had a lot going on. You know, Daniel's been like crazy man. Like his career is just shot into the stars and he is just working his tail off, running all over the country, flying all over the place. And I always say he's the brave warrior because I'm the cowardly lion still. I'm like, we're in an endemic. Well, we're not in a pandemic anymore. Now we're in an endemic. And it's just strange to me still. You know, I haven't broken all the little social weirdness that I was dealing with before. You know, but we went out and we went to a movie and then we went to dinner afterwards. And it was a really nice evening out. And I felt like it's the first time in quite some time that we've had a moment like that. So it was really, really, really cool. And I'm just grateful I am capable of not being stressed out and having an anxiety attack and actually able to get over my social anxiety and just get back out there. Because I really do want to at least be able to do a few things on occasion and get out of the house and enjoy a meal out or something. Hey, Laura. Hey, Jesus. Hi, and welcome, guys. My gosh, they're like here right at the start. That's such a wonderful thing. Thank you. And it's always good to see you guys. And unfortunately, both Daniel and I were working over the weekend, so we did miss a little quinceanera that happened. I'm sure it wasn't little by any stretch of the term. And that would be Laura and Jesus's niece. Or is that right? Is she a niece? She's a niece, right? Oh, his mic's off. I'm asking someone who doesn't have a mic on. Yes, so I hope that really went well. All our love and blessings for that. We know how much fun it is, and like she is. I saw the pictures. I didn't even recognize her. That's the thing with quinceañeras. I'm always amazed that the girls, and they are girls, do not, when they get their makeup done and the hair and the dress and everything, they don't even look like the kid that you see on a daily basis or a regular basis. It blows my mind how they change, literally change into like, they look like a woman. Yep. And I'm like, that can't be Charlie. And I had to do double, triple takes. She was, wow. She did. She looked absolutely gorgeous. She was a living doll, literally.
Well, I think that's kind of the point, though.
Yeah, it is.
And the dress, and like that's why the dresses are like nice and puffy because they look like a little doll. Yep. The transition between childhood and adulthood.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I was in Dallas working in 95-degree weather.
Outside.
But. Am I still frozen?
Mm-hmm.
It's my laptop. It's getting hot, so it's not letting me do anything.
Yeah, Daniel's camera his laptop's it's overheating, so it's starting to do weird little things. So we apologize for the image, but his voice is coming through beautifully. So
as long as my voice is there.
I know if we could put it in the freezer and still do the show, he would.
But as long as y'all can hear me, that's the important part.
Yeah.
Well,
But thank
we
you.
got
That's really
as Christian said, want to start off by thanking everybody who's watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. If you're watching on these channels, please share the show so that others can watch. If you're watching us on YouTube, scroll down, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified every time there's a new episode up. Yeah, it'll happen as it cools down here too. It was really hot today too. I just want to say thank you, Daniel, for everything you have done for me and for Laura. But my pleasure. You know that we love you guys. Anything we can
we
do.
do. And you know, just like you guys have loved us, we love you.
Well, I tolerate people. Everybody knows that. I tolerate people.
Yeah.
I put up with people.
No, this is as soon as he starts saying that, that's when his image freezes.
Right? The image is like, and you're done.
And the good Lord has rung in his opinion.
But yeah, it was really cool to be in Dallas for a little bit. I was at Love Field Airport, which is 2 blocks away from where I used to live.
Yeah.
But I didn't recognize anything. Like I just didn't recognize. Yeah, it's so changed. It's so different. So I wanted to tell the Uber driver if we could drive by, but like the last time we went to Dallas and I saw the house, I was so sad because it looked so different.
Yeah.
One, it looked so small, and second, it just looked so bad.
Hey Ross, yeah, you said that your parents did a good job keeping it up, but apparently people who've lived there since haven't.
Yeah, my parents were really good with it, and then the people that took over made a lot of changes, and it just looked horrible.
Yeah, that's one of the hard parts. You know, I hated the fact that the house I grew up in up in Dublin, it was sold, and the people who moved in, but before it was sold, they did all these upgrades and like changes in the yard, and they put palm trees in, and didn't even look anything like the house I grew up in. So it was really crazy.
Oh yes, that's right. You're watching live. Thank you for watching
By the
live.
way, Ross, we still haven't received our chocolates or candies or anything that's Canadian.
Nothing Canadian.
I'm just saying.
Just put it out there. Just letting you know.
But no, Laura and his sister, I love the pictures you guys have put out there. I love your beautiful children. They have some of the most gorgeous children you'll ever see.
Oh, you did send it.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten here yet, Ross. Maybe it got lost in shipping.
That's funny.
Yeah, you know, maybe the driver.
Really?
Maybe they just broke down and they ate it.
Wow. We'll have to keep an eye out for it.
Or it could be the inefficiency of Canadian Post. I don't
know. As soon as we say this, it'll get there tomorrow.
I'm totally kidding, folks, by the way. If you're
yeah. But watch it comes in tomorrow.
I know it'll come tomorrow. We'll be like, oh.
There it is.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I meant to send it, but all of a sudden it disappeared. Like overnight, it just dematerialized.
That's funny.
No, I just think it's hilarious. It's crazy. You know, I see like it's become over the pandemic, like during the lockdown time and when people start getting really used to ordering things online. It's kind of crazy that people start ordering all these boxes that you can get from all these different countries with treats and foodstuffs that are unique to that country. Like usually it's all just snack stuff, but that's unique to that country that you can't buy here or find here. And I thought that was really fascinating that that's become like the industry went from being like a little tiny unique thing to being like a major industry. Like people are ordering these things regularly. And because a lot of people don't even go to stores anymore. So I find it fascinating that you could buy a box from Israel, from Japan, from Newfoundland. Yeah, Newfoundland. Let me make up some countries.
Yeah. Old Mexico.
Yeah, from Alto, Mexico.
You're getting something anything. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Yeah, and like products, you can get stuff from Canada, from Mexico. Daniel gets the Mexico candies, which is wonderful. Of course, funny enough, he separated some out for me to bring home, and they were full of lollipops, which I don't particularly like. He usually likes lollipops. And now
I didn't sort those out. I just put two boxes together. They're just never
have a lot of lollipops in it.
They're never alike. For those of you that have seen some of my T-shirts, I get T-shirts from this. It's called Mexi Stuff, and it's a T-shirt of the month club. That's where I get most of my T-shirts, and they come in a little box full of candy, and I have a lot. There's no way I can finish all that candy, and so
he needs to bring me another box, by the way.
I thought the camera turned on because it didn't.
Yeah, it's doing great now.
Okay, we'll leave it. We won't mess with it. I wanted to show everybody.
By the way, this is a new V-neck that Daniel got me during his business trip to Dallas. So it's always nice that he thinks of me when he's traveling and remembers he has a loved one at home.
Yes, Ross, I will find a way to get some Mexican candy to you. But yeah, that's a really cute shirt on you. Not because I picked the color, but that's a really cute shirt.
Oh, thank you.
I went to the outlets, and I'm not a big outlet person. I don't ever think that there's any good deals, but I went to Express, and they had the really nice V-neck T-shirts for $10. So I had to buy some, and I got 3 pretty colors for me and 2 for Christian, which was that one and a gray one, which I always like because it makes your eyes pop too. So it's pretty pretty. Doesn't it, Mr. I wanted to show a picture, if you don't mind me showing the positivity fearless. For those of you,
the positivity fearless. Okay.
Yeah, for those of you that know about the campaign that I'm part of with Janssen Pharmaceuticals and Johnson & Johnson, Positively Fearless, we are relaunching our website, and we got, I think it was a couple of days ago when it went out, the USA Today. This is in USA Today. So we made it's a whole page dedicated to Positively Fearless. So if you are HIV positive or negative and would like more information on 6 ambassadors that are doing great things in the community, go check us out at positivelyfearless.com and get more information. And my picture, I wasn't very happy with in the beginning. I thought it was just too, I don't know.
Like you felt like you should have a pipe in your hand.
Yeah, I just didn't like it. But then once I saw it with the rest of the group, it looked really good. So,
yay! Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
I hope you're recovering well and starting to. Hopefully, the pain is lessening for you.
Hope you're doing well.
Of all things, people, she had the most fabulous incident or accident, and of course, it happened in one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
So we won't go into all the details, but she had a little boo-boo while she was away on vacation, and
on the other continent. So
just sending you some love. Hope you feel better soon.
Absolutely, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're on.
Speaking of kisses, everybody know today is National Kissing Day.
Is it, Daniel?
Who was your first kiss? That mattered, like the first kiss that counted.
Not your mom or dad.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember a first kiss.
Romantic kiss.
I remember a first kiss, and it was not anything to write home about. But
we love you, hon.
You're welcome. But who was your first kiss that you were like, okay, that one counted?
That is such an interesting. That's a hard question to answer because I played. I dated women before I dated men because I wasn't out personally. I didn't come out till I was 26, so I had a lot of years with women. I'm trying to think if it was.
Escándalo.
It is. Like I hadn't thought about it.
For everybody watching, who was your first
I
kiss? And
know.
can you share who your first kiss was? So can you share? Do you need time to think about it?
Okay, I was living a very different life back in this time frame. It was with a girlfriend. One of my girlfriends, one of the first girlfriends I had, and her name was Eve. Last name Gavent. It's kind of funny, Gavent. But anyway, Eve Gavent. She was really the first romantic kiss that I did that made everything tingle. And I like that though. Back then it was like, ha ha ha.
You don't remember? Wow.
But yeah, that was the first probably romantic kiss I had. And it was with Eve. Like if Vanessa saw this, she would be flipping out because she did not like Eve. Yeah. Oh my God, it was my third grade teacher.
Third grade teacher. I think the first, well, I mean, I dated some girls in junior high and high school, but it was never a kiss that really mattered to me. And then, sorry, let me turn this down a bit. And then I dated some guys early on, and they were good, but I do have to admit that my first, oh, you can't say? But my first live-in boyfriend, which was the first guy that I actually brought home, I was 20. The first time we met was at a bar, and it was a Friday night for a drag show. And this is in Dallas, and I was at the bar, and he asked me if he could kiss me. And when we kissed, they turned on the disco ball. So lights kept like twirling. So that was my first kiss. So everything after that, I compared it to that. Like I wanted to see lights. I wanted to see lights. Yeah, I wanted to see lights flashing. Never kiss and tell. Well, it took, that was when I was 20. It took 22 years to meet somebody else. And I didn't even kiss you. You were just there, and I saw sparks.
Oh yeah, in the Walmart.
In the Walmart, yeah.
Whole Foods, not Walmart.
We were at the Walmart. We were at the Walmart. I saw sparks, but then I realized it was a fire.
And it was a fire coming from the vent above us. Hee-hoo!
But that was, I mean, it took. I mean, I dated obviously during those times. Yeah. But obviously, I did.
You mean you weren't celibate the whole time?
Obviously. You mean you saw other people? I did. I don't know why I'm country today.
Until I met you, Daniel.
Yeah, I'm sure you waited. You waited to that moment. This is the moment.
I was a virgin and I was pure as driven snow.
Madonna is about to roll in her grave when you said that.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah.
Why hasn't Laura or Jesse or Jesus like popped in?
Yeah,
I would love to know. It's a hard question because there's people who like their spouses might not appreciate.
There's a lot of risky things that happen at a place like Walmart or Home Depot. Oh, if you're buying wood and get your first kiss at Home Depot, that's a big
yeah. You might be getting a different type of wood.
Oh my God!
The wood that they find in the stall under the stalls.
Today is also National Chocolate Eclair Day.
Well, I do declare.
I
would love a chocolate eclair.
That sounds really good.
Actually.
Sounds pretty good. And
it has to be filled with what is it?
Bavarian cream.
Bavarian cream. So when I bite it, it just squishes it out. Yeah.
It's also onion ring day. So if you like onion rings.
I like those. Some like fancier restaurants make those ones that are like not super heavily battered. They're kind of like sketchy like almost like a tempura batter. And they fry them like that and they come out like crispier. I love those. And I love a bloomin', what is it? A bloomin' What is it called?
Blooming onion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
I know. We haven't had one for years. Like
Um,
last time we had one, I think was at the Australian place,
Outback.
Outback Steakhouse.
Ooh.
We
You
had
know,
a,
I'm gonna
awesome
be up.
blossom. That's what it is. Awesome blossom.
Onion bloom. There you go.
Awesome blossom.
I'm gonna be up there Sunday. Maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe. Because we didn't get to celebrate. For those of you that have been following for a while, know us for a while. Yesterday, Tuesday, June 21st, was my 15th AA birthday, my 15th recovery birthday. So I've been clean and sober for 15 years straight.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Long time, man.
a long time. Well, 15 years, no drugs, no alcohol, and 6 more months, and I'll be cigarettes for 15 years too.
I'm so grateful I wasn't around for your smoking era, but it's like hard to believe because you don't seem to have a lot of after effects from the smoke. Because like all the scans they did during the cancer era, if you had like lungs were damaged from smoking,
Yeah.
they would have found it. Like they would have told us about it because although you did full body scans. So what a blessing that you stopped smoking. Because some people, their bodies recover from the smoking and they don't have cancer or black lungs or anything like that. While other people end up with congenital issues and problems that don't go away because their body just doesn't recover as well. So again, Daniel, like Juanita has said, like apparently God has his big plan for you.
There's a big plan out there.
Ain't nothing killing Daniel.
I mean, I smoked crack for many years, and still that didn't affect me.
And that's worse than
Knock on wood. I mean, everything that I put my body through, I'm still functions. I'm surprised my body even reacts to what I want sometimes.
Yeah.
If I were my body, I'd be like, "You're screwed, dude. Figure it out." You smoked, Ross?
I know. My goodness.
20 years ago. Wow, that's a long time.
But it's amazing how everyone who I've ever known who smokes says that time just flies. Like you don't realize how long you've smoked for until like you stop, and that's when you're like, "Oh my Lord, I've been smoking for like 30 years."
Yeah, I have to tell you though, the first thing this is so dumb, but such a true story. So I was working in a restaurant before I went to rehab, and it was an Italian restaurant, and one of my favorite Italian dishes is chicken piccata. And I love chicken piccata.
Yes.
And
With extra capers.
Extra capers, yes. We would make it at the restaurant. And then I went to rehab for 3 months, came back to work at the same restaurant. And of course, the first thing that I wanted to eat was chicken piccata. So they made it, and I was like, "Man, y'all put a lot of garlic in the food." And they're like, "That's the same amount we always do." But it was because my taste buds had come back, and I could taste the food again. So it was really interesting. So speaking of the
it's almost like, was that your taste buds came back from what?
After quit smoking.
After you quit smoking. Because I've been told that really messes with your sense of taste.
Yeah, I could taste food again, which was really interesting. So
that's great.
Speaking of quinceañeras and anniversaries, so for those of you that were around when I celebrated my 15 years as an HIV survivor, or AIDS survivor, actually, that was during my cancer, and I wanted to do a quinceañera, and I did not. I didn't get a chance to do it because I was still too weak and I was still kind of sickly. But we do have to send a shout out to Crystal, who made me a quinceañera cake. Remember, she made the white with the red.
Yes, it was just beautiful. And we had it at our buffet place.
Yeah, Tocayos. Anyway, it's not around anymore. But ever since then, I wanted to do a quinceañera. I've been wanting to get dressed, and I was like, I have to do it. So when this opportunity to celebrate 15 years clean and sober came up, I was like, this is the moment. So I had this wig that I'd had since I lived in Houston. I've had it for about 16 years.
Isn't it from when you did your first drag?
This was from I used it in a drag show, but this was from Halloween,
Okay.
where we got dressed like Charlie's Angels or something, and I was supposed to be Jacqueline Smith, and yeah. So then our dear friend Martha went with me to buy a dress,
Bless her
and
soul.
she fixed the wig because it was
She
nappy,
did a good job.
and we bought a little
Good
tiara,
shape.
and then our other dear friend Wayne, uh, I hired him to take the photos, and so I had a quinceañera shoot, and we took some pictures, and we took about 100 pictures, but we finally ended up with one that I really really liked, and I thought that it really represented my recovery. So I have not posted this anywhere. Y'all are the first ones to
First
see
time.
it.
This is the
So
world premiere.
if you are here, you're going to see my quinceañera picture. And here you go.
Is AA Quinceanera.
And
There's our beautiful little girl.
for those of you wondering what it means, obviously the steps to get clean and sober, the steps of AA. I'm wearing my boots because I went to rehab in Texas, so I'm wearing my boots, and then the dress, the tiara, and the wig, just because I wanted to look pretty. And this is the picture. So feel free to comment. I will take it. But I thought this was a really good picture, and I'm really proud of the dress and the photos. Wayne did an amazing job. I'll be posting some more photos on my Facebook page so y'all can see it. But there was another one. I grew up with a father who was a heavy smoker, and I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They've documented people who've never smoked a day in their lives that they have smoker's lungs because they grew up in a house where there were multiple smokers or even just one that they were exposed to regularly. They actually say secondhand smoke does more damage to non-smokers than it does to the actual person smoking.
Yeah, you got the dirt on me now.
Yeah, he's got that picture out.
Coaches love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Karen. We need to hang out, Karen. We've been missing hanging out. So but yeah, so I was really proud of that. Not to mention that I got to take him here in Laguna Beach. This is right here in the alleyway, which is perfect. But stay tuned. I'll be posting them. I'll be posting most pictures from the photo shoot soon. So check out for those. Charlie, how are you doing? We're doing good. Good to hear from you. We have a chat coming up soon, so we'll talk soon. But good. Thank you for watching the show. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun to get all. I didn't get makeup done. I just put glitter thing on my face. And that's cool. So, but thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Martha. Maddie was supposed to be here to help me with makeup, but her mom was visiting and she couldn't come down. And it was just. And then I just came back from Dallas. Anyway, so. But maybe once Maddie can come down, we'll have a big celebration or something.
Yeah, sure. We'll have pickles.
Yes, we're overdue. So we'll have to find a time. Maybe next Tuesday. I only work till like 5. So anyway. So what else is going on?
Do the makeup for yourself. Daniel's actually gotten pretty good at doing his own makeup because he does it for his Card Devo gigs that he gets.
I do the smoky eye, which Nancy taught me how to do.
His sister, yay!
We got on a FaceTime and she was showing me how to do. I do a pretty good smoky eye, but it looks very sinister. It's not a pretty smoky eye.
Yeah, it's not beauty. It's horror.
Yeah,
not
it looks
horror,
intense.
but horror.
Horror.
Horror, not
horror. Not horror. Not horror. Horror. What else is happening? We went on a taco tour yesterday with Kai.
Daniel did, not Christian.
Yes, one of my other best friends, Kai, took me on a taco tour. We only made it to 2 taco places. Texcoco. I want to say hello to the restaurant. It's called Texcoco. It's in Commerce. What is it? Is that downtown?
No, downtown Commerce is not. Commerce is its own city, and it's actually out towards where Karen used to live.
Hold on,
So
I'll tell
you
you.
mean Commerce Street?
It's in Commerce. It's in Commerce.
The city of Commerce.
Yeah. That Texcoco restaurant is in Commerce.
Okay, that's nowhere near downtown LA.
Yeah. So we went to this place called Texcoco. Aquí es Texcoco, and it's okay for those of you that don't like lamb. It's a lamb place, and they have you choose the kind of meat you want for your food, like tacos or plate or whatever. I'm trying to find their actual menu, but it was really good, like really good. Have we ever eaten at Sariana's in San? No, I'll have to check that out. I can't find the menu. They have a menu where they break down what kind of meats they have. But
well, like you said, they have rib meat.
They have the ribs,
meat, loin, like basically like a cow. Basically, the same parts as a cow, just it's a goat. I mean, or lamb.
But it was really good. I totally recommend it. I would go back. In fact, I want to take Christian there.
Lamb, I love lamb.
But for those of you that know, like they have the sesos, they have the macizo, the costillas. It's really good. The salsas were okay. We talked about this before on the show. For me, a bad salsa will kill it every time.
Yeah, or lack of good salt, or lack of an actual real salsa. Because I love that some places call pico de gallo a salsa.
Yes, no. Where is it? I'm trying to find the descriptions of it, but I can't find them, so I'm gonna leave it alone. No, they do not have lengua because the goat lengua is not the same as, I think, as beef. But I want some good barbacoa. We've been searching for some good barbacoa out here, and Nancy has told me how to make it. I have not made it. I need to.
And I'd be making it the way you like it, though.
Yeah, because they call it barbacoa norteña.
Yeah, it's different.
Which is the one that every once in a while they have at Northgate.
And it's in real, like a lot of sauce.
Agave authentic Mexican. I don't know, Ross. If you'd have to say it.
Yeah, if they have, it's like clean, like a hotel that says we have clean rooms.
We have clean rooms.
If you have to tell me it's authentic Mexican, it's not.
What?
I'm totally kidding. I don't know. It could be owned by very.
It could be really good. It could be really good. But we have said that a lot. Like, if you have to tell me that you have air conditioning,
then I don't believe you.
I'm still looking for the descriptions and I cannot find them.
Yeah, Daniel and we on our travels, we always giggle and laugh when places like, we have clean rooms and HBO. And we're like, one, who cares about HBO in the 21st century? And two, why are you telling me you have clean rooms? I thought that was just inferred by the fact you're a motel or hotel.
I swear my daughter's pure. You can marry her now.
Yeah, definitely, Charlie. I agree with that. I definitely do. Like anything made at home, like when Daniel makes tacos or anything, it's so much better than what we get when we go out.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so here it is. Because I'm writing it down. So the maciza, which is just the regular meat, the costillas, which is the ribs, the pancita, which is tripe, sesos, which is the brain, and then cabeza, which is the goat head.
I've heard that meat is actually really, really good because that includes like the cheek.
The head. The head.
Yeah, the head.
This is supposed to be oven baked, so.
Ross is gonna walk in there and be all, I talked to these guys from California and they said you should not have
change the name, take off authentic.
You should just tell me it's authentic. Mexican restaurant.
That's like people that say I'm cool. Like if you say I'm a really cool person.
Totally cool. And they're like, why are you wearing like knee length cargo shorts and an old man t-shirt?
I'm a cool mom.
I'm a cool dad.
Trying to think what else is going on. That's about it. I went to in the 4 weeks we were off. I did the elections. That's where we were off a couple of weeks.
That's made the big part why we were off.
Um,
I've never been to Canada. I would love to go to Canada.
We're just waiting. We're just waiting for everything to be okay. And then to start traveling somewhere. Well, I've been traveling, but it's for work. It's not really for fun.
But I also say now that we're transitioning out of pandemic mode and it's turning into an endemic, which an endemic is like, look at the flu. The flu used to be a pandemic and now it's an endemic. We just live with it and we get vaccinated against it, and it's just life. And that's what COVID is turning into, is an endemic. It's just going to be rough. Just live with COVID. It's going to be there, whether we like it or not, and it's not going away. And, you get vaccinated. There's a vaccine for it, and that's it. Yeah. It's no more panic, no more craziness. It's just like the flu. We just have to accept that it's part of our world. No one gets scared about colds. And a cold is completely not even close to having a vaccine, and that bugs everyone the most.
But it's so weird because like traveling, you come back and there's still that little bit of panic. Like, is everything going to be okay? Am I okay? Like there's still a little bit of anxiety with that.
Well, yeah, it's still that when you come home, you're like, did I finally roll the dice and come up snake eyes? Is it my turn to have it? Because I've seen a lot of people post who are like, well, I knew it would happen eventually. I got COVID. I'm COVID positive now. And I'm like, wow, but people aren't like terrified of it, of course, anymore. Now they're just like, oh, I got it. And I suffer. I'm hurting. It's really nasty. But, no one's like, it's kind of like HIV. When people used to first say I have HIV or AIDS, well, HIV and then AIDS, that was like a horror show. It's like, I remember in the early days of that pandemic, that was horrifying because everyone was dying. And then all of a sudden, when the medications were out, the cocktail came out and the experiments were done. And now I've heard there's going to be an mRNA shot for it within the next few years coming out. So you could actually get a shot, and that there actually is going to be, and that will be a vaccine against getting HIV. That also became an endemic. We just learned to live with the fact that HIV is there and that it exists. And it doesn't mean we're any less vigilant necessarily. It does for some and does for not for others, but it's all these major pandemics have turned into endemics where we just learn like, okay, people aren't dying like they used to from it. The vaccination stuff is working. And I'm sorry, people, I'm not trying to be political. So whether you believe or not in those is your thing, and God bless you for your beliefs. I mean, we all have our beliefs. We all take action according to our beliefs. So I'm not criticizing or upselling anything. I'm just saying, that's what turns it into an endemic. That's where now we just live with it, and it's not terrifying anymore.
Yep.
So I think that's pretty incredible. I think it's an incredible corner to turn as a society, as a world community, because basically the whole world is turning that corner and saying, we get it, but we, like Ross said, we need to get on. We need to get on with our lives.
I do, Charlie. Like in Dallas, I went shopping, so I did.
He did. That's where this came from.
Yeah, we've been hearing that they may be putting all our border restrictions back in place in September.
Oh. Well, and I could say China has been shutting down again and everything because some resurgence that they've been having. But
that's funny.
Coronavirus.
That's funny.
You need to wear that, Charlie. You definitely need to wear that.
That's a good shirt right there.
That would be great. That would be great. You need to wear that shirt. I don't think most people won't even know what it says.
But anyway, we'll travel. We'll travel somewhere fun
Scandalo.
Anyway, are you ready?
Oh yeah. Hello, everyone. My pick of the week is Don't Forget the Lyrics. It's to me, it's a new game show. I thought it was a new game show, but apparently it's been on. But it had was it Wayne Brady was the host, and I guess it didn't do that well. And so they switched up the host to Niecy Nash, who I absolutely love, and she's also one of my LGBTQ sisters. And she's hosting it now, and it's apparently doing much better in the ratings. And it's Don't Forget the Lyrics. Basically, they have people come in, they sing like karaoke, kind of. They sing, and then of course the music cuts out, and they have to remember. Like it starts off, you have to remember 3 words, then it goes to 5 words, then it goes to 8 words, and you could win up to $1 million. So it's a really entertaining show and a lot of fun to watch, and it's a lot of fun to sing to because they have some great classic songs that they bring on there. But anyway, that is my pick of the week.
Sweet. My pick of the week is The Lincoln Lawyer. The Lincoln Lawyer is a new show on Netflix. No, yes, let's go with that. It's on Netflix. But it's this lawyer, and I like it because he's Latino. And so that's the first thing that got my attention. The guy's name is Manuel Garcia Rulfo. Nev Campbell is in it. And you might not know the name, but her name is Becky Newton, and she's been on several different shows. But he's a lawyer. He's been married several times. He has a daughter. And the premise of this show is that his mentor dies. And in the will, it's left that he will take over all of his cases. So he has to go to a judge, and the judge is like, yeah, like you are in charge of all his cases now. So he doesn't know what he's getting. So he just has to defend all these people. So it's a first season. You can binge watch it. I've been watching like 2 episodes a night because they're really good. But check it out. It's The Lincoln Lawyer. It's a new version of a lawyer show, and it's shot here in LA. And they completely say that it's here in LA. So it's a really good show. Go check it out. I like it. It's fun. It's funny. And the guy's a pretty good actor too.
And I like that.
Gotcha.
And
you watched it? Yeah, it's good.
The movie Lincoln Lawyer wasn't my cup of tea, not because the actress just wasn't my cup of tea. And then I tried to get through the first episode, but for me, I just couldn't. I'm like, nah, this isn't gonna work. And I love Nev Campbell.
She's very different.
And she looks so amazing, considering she's very similar age to us.
Yeah.
I mean, she is a beautiful woman who's not had, it doesn't look like she has any work done. She just looks amazing. And she's a Canadian.
Her character is so different from anything else I've ever seen her do.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting because she's not coming back to the final Scream.
No, I knew she was done with the last one she did.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be done with that. Like there's a point where I'm sure every actor, no matter how much they are, you're just like, there's a point where you're like, no, I'm not, I'm done being that character. Because people are still walking up on the street and saying, that name instead of my real name. So
apparently she asked for a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, but I'm sure that's kind of like the tactic, like, I'll ask for a lot of money.
And if they yes, then hey.
I've heard of like actors like that, and then they're like, okay.
And then they're like, well, shoot.
Now I got to do it. Yeah. By the way, producers out there, I'm available. I will happily do Nev Campbell's part. I mean, I have a wig ready to go.
He is ready with his wig, and he even has a dress.
Let's make it work. Also, I wanted to there is an event. If you're watching this today live on Wednesday,
absolutely true.
There is an event coming up with Radiant Health Centers. For those of you that know that I do volunteer work, and I'm part of the board of directors. What was that? I love Nev Campbell. Remember her? Party of Five, The Craft. Of course.
Is it Nev or Neve? I think it's Neve Campbell.
Neve.
I remember I've heard it pronounced a couple different ways, but I think it's Neve actually pronounced correctly. I think.
Sounds right.
'Cause I remember her saying it, and I was like, "Oh shoot! Glad I never met her."
Oops, that's not what I wanted.
I was gonna say you're doing a TikTok, right?
Yeah, I need to do the TikTok too, but I wanted to show this to everybody too before we forget.
Oh,
So I'm part of the board of directors of Radiant Health Centers, right there at the top. Where is it? Right there at the top, Radiant Health Centers. And if you're watching this live or you're watching this early on Thursday, June 23rd, we're having our kickoff, Pride kickoff happy hour. $10. $10 gets you appetizers into the event and one drink. And
that's pretty generous for $10.
Pretty cool. And it's not on the announcement because it's supposed to be a surprise, but I will be there. Card Devo is going to be there doing card readings and taking donations for the agency. So if you're available and you're watching this and you want to come out, it's at the Roof Bar at Old Vine Kitchen and Bar, 2937 Bristol Street in Costa Mesa. So come check it out. Again, I'll be there doing readings. And $10, it's just $10.
I mean, $10, and you get. I'm assuming it's going to be heavy appetizers.
Yeah, from what I hear, there's supposed to be some. Plus, they sell food, so if you want to buy food, you can buy food. It's for 2 hours.
Appetizers and a free drink.
Yeah,
well, not a free drink.
$10. $10.
Yeah, $10.
Hi, Gabe.
A drink and I guess I assume all the appetizers you want. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I gave
2 hours,
buddy.
And then after that, we're there till midnight. So if people wanted to stick around, order food, hang out.
Is that going to be Pride weekend for Costa Mesa?
Yeah, this is Thursday, and then the Orange County Pride Parade is this Saturday.
Okay.
I will not be in the parade because I have things to do that morning, but we have a booth open. So I will be at the booth in the afternoon for a while. So I might have my cards. So if you come around, I might pull some cards for you for donations. So
yeah, there you go.
Come join us. And then I'll be seeing you Saturday night. So anyway, we have a TikTok video. So let me share.
Huh?
Hi, y'all. I'm Pam.
Sorry, let me start that again.
This video we're doing just because it's a wonderful Pride Month video. And I think it's Whitney Cummings.
You're about to
Oh,
do
excuse-
Pamela Putkin.
So, let me start this over. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, y'all. I'm Pamela Putkin, and you're about to do Pamela Putkin's Gay Pride Workout. And happy Pride, move side to side. 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 We're loud, we're proud, we're fabulous. We're loud, we're proud, we're fabulous. Love wins, now do a spin. Come on. Love wins, now do a spin. Woo! LGBTQ plus equality for all of us. LGBTQ plus equality for all of us. Woo! Is it gay in here, or is it just me?
Love you, Whitney.
I'm Pamela Putkin, and you're about to do Pamela.
I thought that was a really cute TikTok without any music because almost all the Pride things have
Every time we post something,
music that we can't use. But this one was, since Whitney's smart and she's obviously an experienced actor, she knows if I don't put any music in it, people will actually be able to share it. So
yeah.
Thank you, Whitney Cummings, for supporting us and being an ally.
And yes, I do have an outfit ready. I can't show it because I'll take pictures and post it next week. But
is this your typical? Is this the Cardigo one, or is it the one with the pointy hat?
With the pointy hat.
Oh my goodness! Okay, it's gonna be fabulous.
Yes. So there's a pointy hat, there's a cape, and there's a T-shirt. So I'm gonna look kind of nerdy, but it's
It totally fits the day though.
It fits. It fits.
It's gay pride. It's a pride event. It's gonna be. You need to be campy. If you can't be gay, be campy.
And it looks a little silly, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, which is where campy comes in.
Yeah, so it's about having fun. So if you are available, folks, come check us out. Come join us. It's also it's considered the launch for our um, LGBTQ professionals
Hmm.
group. They're trying to launch a new group for young professionals, uh, particularly in the LGBTQ community. And this is kind of like a networking. So if you're in the area and you have your own business, you work for a business that supports and wants to meet others, come join us and network. It's a great networking opportunity. So I have about 10 minutes. What is that? You have to dance like the Lucy episode, Queen of the Gypsies, with
Oh,
the
I love
tambourine.
it.
I need a tambourine now. I don't have
Lucy's
a tambourine.
what, belly dancing.
I don't have a tambourine. I haven't seen that episode in a while. Oh,
It's like doing the Irish tap dance. The Irish, I cannot remember the name for the tap dancing, like the proper name for it. How embarrassing. For like the river dance style dancing, there's a specific name.
Christian has this we have to record it one day you have to do it for a TikTok so that we can post your TikTok. But Christian has a very unique Irish dance. It's not step dance, is it? It's not called step dance.
No, it's called. No, it is. You're right. It's Irish step dancing.
Yeah.
There we go. So it's Irish step dancing. I saw this. I was inspired by this one woman on TikTok who did a very funny take on. She did a duet with these guys who are like professionals, and it was hilarious. And she's all, and at the end she's all like, "Believe it or not, I'm not a tap dancer." And it's like, you don't have to convince anyone. You don't need to say it.
Oh, okay, I'll check it out.
It is so good.
I'm sure once I see it, I'll know which one it is. Just right now, it's escaping my brain.
It is so funny.
But we'll have to record you step dancing to some Irish ditty this weekend, so we can show it next week.
So we can show people, like, that'd be funny.
We should have our followers submit ideas for us to do our own videos and show them. So if y'all have any ideas for funny videos, let us know. We'll try to recreate. I guess we can just talk about this before we go. Oh, we didn't put up the back. I didn't put up this today.
But everyone did. Amazing.
Everybody does, yeah. Remind y'all, we have our shows, so make sure you check us out.
Something important to talk about. There's going to apparently be a Sriracha shortage.
Oh, that's right, because the peppers.
The Sriracha company used to get their peppers locally from local farmers in California, because their factory's right here in Southern California, their main one. And then to be cheaper, they decided to outsource and get it from Mexico and other countries. And because of the shipping issues and embargoes that are going on, they are going to end up with a shortage of peppers. So they won't have the basic ingredient they need to make more Sriracha. So they go, there will be a distinct and serious Sriracha shortage. And I just think that's hilarious, because I'm like for me, I like Sriracha, but I don't really use it that much. So my bottles last for years and years and years. And I'm like, who's going through Sriracha that much that they would be like, oh my God, there's a shortage. I need to buy like a case of Sriracha. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, I have my one and only bottle of Sriracha for like 3 years now.
You bought extra on your last order.
But I do love Sriracha. It is very good. And I
use it quite a bit.
Yeah, I just bought a new bottle, didn't I? Because we used up the last one that we had.
Yeah, because I use it quite a bit. I like it in like soups, or especially when we order.
And that's like for pho. That's one of this. That's the tangy thick part. That's the spicy part. Is you add a Sriracha to pho.
A Sriracha.
I know,
right? We need to put you in your Sriracha T-shirt from Halloween several years ago.
Yeah.
Take pictures and send it to people.
It's funny. I just looked at that shirt today, actually.
I did not picture. I don't know if you've ever mentioned it. I did not picture Ross being as a spicy eater person.
I never thought he would say that he goes through sriracha. That's pretty cool, Russ.
That was
And
not.
we think Canadians are so mild, and we think you're mild, not only mild mannered, but that you're mild in your tastes in food. And that's not necessarily true. That's just what is that? What do we call that? That's just a stereotype.
Yeah.
I always thought sriracha was made for Chinese food. Like I always thought it was a Chinese-based thing, and it is, isn't it?
It is, but it's used in a lot of other
people use it on everything.
Yeah.
Everyone's figured out a way to use it.
So I want to remind y'all, we have shows all week. Check us out on Wednesdays with the Christian and Daniel show. Fridays, the Cardivo. I'm coming back this Friday. I'm just going to do an earlier show because I have a thing on at 5 o'clock, and then put it together on Saturdays. Excuse me. And I'm gathering a whole new summer group of people. But go check us out at LittleMexicanProductions.com. Hashtag Little Mexican Productions Inc. Make sure you follow us and join us. We have about 4 minutes to go, but I forgot. I've run out of everything I was going to talk about. Excuse me. Yeah, Chinese food.
No,
it's good on eggs. It's good on eggs too.
Yeah. Oh no, and it's good on. Like I like to make my little. Guys, I very super gringo taste, and so I'll fry a couple eggs and take out my tortillas and put them in and crisp them up a little bit, warm them up on the tortilla pan, and then I'll put the egg, and then I usually air fry a couple hot dogs. And I'll plop the hot dogs on top of the egg in the tortilla, and then I'll put Parmesan cheese on it, and that's like I don't know why the most delicious meal for me. I go through phases when different foods like taste good to me, and right now I'm in that phase where like I've had that for dinner like 3 times this week. And I add sriracha. I usually will add either salsa or sriracha to my little breakfast burrito there.
So are you talking about eggs and macaroni and cheese in one plate food, or are you talking eggs and or macaroni and cheese? Because that's two totally different.
Yes.
But that's when you know it's really good.
That's how you know a salsa's good.
Okay, separate eggs or macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's people who will eat both. They'll have mac and cheese with eggs in it.
Yeah, I
think if you fry the egg really, really good and scramble it super hard, it wouldn't be that bad.
Because Pollo Loco has that really good red sauce that I love because it's just
it's super picante.
Oh.
Yeah, it's super.
Now I don't know. Now I want that too. Anyway, for those of you watching, we'll be back next week, hopefully.
We will.
And by the way, we did get those little berry things.
The berries that change your taste receptors.
Yeah, we just haven't had a chance to use them because we want to be in the same room when we do it, and we haven't been. So if I manage to be out there next week, we'll do it next week.
Totally got to try that because I want to totally like. I'll keep the lemon I have from my neighbor's yard, and just cut it up and see if we eat it and it tastes sweet. That would be so cool.
Maybe get a granny apple, see how that tastes.
Oh yeah, because I don't like granny apples because they're so sour. But that would be good if it were sweet. I'd be like, oh, this is so incredible.
But for now, we want to thank y'all if you're ever watching. Thank you for joining us for another hour. If you're watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, please do us a favor and share this on your page so that others can watch with you. If you're watching us on YouTube, scroll down, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll let you know every time there's a new show. And we go with the 3 shows. We've got the horoscopes on Monday, and every once in a while we have something special coming up. So make sure you join us. For now, we want to thank all of you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Oh yeah, well that's coming. Yes, bye.
Bye.
Oh wait, hold for the video. There it is.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.